A veces no puedo encontrar las palabras. Isn't it the worst when you know the words but they just won't come out of your mouth? Or are you one of those people who say they speak Spanish but can't really form a sentence on their own? Don't worry, you're not alone. And the fix? You guessed it. Practice, practice, practice. But is your practice well-oriented? Or are you just repeating words and following a step-by-step process to nowhere? Today, I am dropping 5 super effective methods to help you sneak Spanish into your daily life and get fluent faster than you ever imagined. For real. But there's a catch. You need to put in the work. Are you up for the challenge?
My Daily Spanish.
Before we dive into this lesson, there's something you need to know. The greatest method of all is consistency. It's better to study a little bit every day than to cram 2 hours once a week. That's just how the brain works. It's science talking, not only me. To stay consistent, you need to commit. And that starts with your mindset. Change your attitude first. Then, turn that attitude into actions to achieve your goals. So how do you make it easier? Simple. Connect Spanish with things you already enjoy. That brings us to method number 1. Shadow what you love. What kind of entertainment content do you enjoy? Music? Podcast? Telenovelas? Then you're halfway there. Yes, you can turn the Spanish language on, but is that enough? No. You need to be more active about it. Grab your favorite Spanish content and repeat out loud as you listen. Play, listen, pause, repeat. This technique is called shadowing, and it works wonders for your pronunciation, rhythm, flow, and memory. It gets your mouth used to speaking Spanish, not just understanding it. Let's try it right now. Repeat with me. Voy a construir hábitos nuevos que me ayuden a aprender español de manera más fluida. Good job! You're vocalizing. And that's exactly the idea. Since I got you talking, let's take it even further. Method 2. Speak out loud. To anyone, even yourself. Find someone to talk to. It's crucial to make Spanish conversation a regular, active practice. You should speak in Spanish at least 10 minutes every day. It's good at the beginning to have very shallow discussion, but it won't get anywhere after a few minutes. Sure, going to a language meetup or chatting at a bar is a good start. You'll get some practice with small talk. ¿De dónde eres? ¿A qué te dedicas? That kind of thing. But let's be honest, after a few minutes, the conversation hits a wall. If you really want to make progress, you need deeper practice. Real feedback, real correction. That's where a coach comes in. Someone who listens to you, corrects you, and explains the do's and don'ts behind grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Also, having a plan, sticking to it, and regularly measuring your progress is key. Reflecting on your learning is also crucial. If you're looking for real support, check out our Accelerator program. It's not just a coach, it's a full team behind you. DM us program on Instagram and see if you're a fit. We provide structured guidance feedback and one-to-one speaking practice. This option is not for complete beginners and we accept a few new students every month. If you fit the criteria, give it a try. But hey, if you haven't found a coach yet, that's no excuse to stay out of practice. You're alone and want to practice Spanish? You can talk to yourself. Yes, it sounds weird, but it's great for you. Here are a few tips for talking to yourself from easy to hard. Easy. Read something out loud. Intermediate. Express something of your own, like narrating your routine out loud. For example, estoy desayunando. Primero me bebo una taza de chocolate caliente. Me encanta el chocolate. Something like that. Want to step it up? Hard. Find a topic you're interested in and try to explain it out loud. For example, la historia de los rompecabezas comienza en el siglo XVIII y fueron creados para enseñar geografía a los niños. Here's another tip. Since you're talking to yourself, don't forget to record it. And then, listen to it. This will help you spot improvements and areas to work on. It feels silly at first, but it will get easier with time. And don't forget the goal, to incorporate this practice into your daily routine. Congratulations! You're slowly building your mindset for success. Now it's time to dive even deeper. Method 3. Create Spanish habits. This might be the most important method of all. Take all the methods I mentioned before and turn them into habits. This is so important. Instead of trying to study for hours once a week, create a tiny routine that fits your life. Even just 10-15 minutes a day makes a difference. Set goals, track your progress, and reflect on how it's going. Remember, consistency is key. There are so many things you already do that you could turn into Spanish. We're entering the Spanish It Up zone. Tip 1. Whenever you're watching something, turn on Spanish subtitles instead of English ones. And if you're feeling edgy, why not start watching a Spanish series for a change? There to turn the subtitles off. Tip 2. You can switch the language of your phone to Spanish. Classic. Effective. Tip 3. Speaking of phones, you're probably already wasting time on social media. Why not start following some Spanish influencers to mix your feed up a little bit? Tip 4. Change the language of your news platform. Start reading newspapers or magazines in Spanish, at least partly. You can start with the headlines. Hell, read some Spanish news and dive into the local atmosphere. Tip 5. While you're at it, try reading recipes in Spanish too. Those always come in handy. Tip 6. If you're a bookworm, how about rereading something you already know, but in Spanish? To sum up, identify any type of content you normally consume, whether it's travel blogs, business news, or comic books, and Spanish it up. By changing your environment, Spanish will become more familiar to you. This will help you build vocabulary faster than you can say, me aburro, no, pipí caballito. Please comment if you got the joke. The key is to be intentional with your reading and listening. Don't just vibe to the music and get sucked in by the drama. Pay attention. This next method can help with that. Method 4. Keep a Spanish journal. Many people dismiss writing as only useful for spelling or grammar, but it actually helps you slow down, reflect, and clearly shape your ideas. It's an underrated tool for speaking fluency too. Writing helps your brain organize ideas and think in Spanish. Write about your day, your thoughts, just like narrating your routine out loud, but in writing. In the Accelerator program, we also provide strong support for your writing needs. We'll guide your essays according to your goals and pinpoint improvements where it makes sense. The important thing is that you write whatever you want. Don't worry about mistakes, just keep going. Remember, active practice is key. You can set a short-term goal. For instance, write something down every day for a month. If you do so, come back and share how you feel at the end. I'm sure you'll never underestimate the power of writing ever again. Now you're ready for the final boss of methods. Method 5. Stack your habits. You have created new habits. You are one with Spanish in your life. What's next? Stack them. But how? It's gonna be organic. For instance, let's say you drink coffee in the morning, habit 1, and read the news in Spanish, habit 2. But if done at separate times, they don't reinforce each other. Instead, you could sip your coffee while reading Spanish news. And even add another layer. Listen to the audio version at the same time. Some news websites offer that feature, and it's a powerful way to reinforce learning. There are many other organic ways to stack habits. Watch Spanish shows while eating. Listen to Spanish podcasts when doing chores. Listen to Spanish music while traveling. Remember, active practice is key to making any progress at all. Fluency isn't about being perfect or passing levels on an app. It's about being consistent, intentional, and brave enough to use the language every day. So stop playing that game on your phone and do the real work. I'm serious. Empieza ya. Start now. Test your ears with our next video, 5 minutes of real Spanish. And remember to take notes.